Hello, good evening. How are you today? I hope you're doing good. Yeah, I've had a good day. I want to believe you've also had one, right? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Have you had a good day? Let me know in the chat. Because it's important to be in an exciting mood when you're about to get into the chat, like we're about to write about now. You don't want to be on the chat when you're not in a good mood. I promise you. You don't want to do that. Don't want to do that, except maybe you just want to practice. Then it could be tolerable. But if you're planning to trade and make money, oh my goodness, you gotta get yourself in a good mood. Take the initiative to decide, decide your mood. Don't just leave it to chance. Don't just leave it to circumstance. Don't just leave it to your environment and what is going on around you, but rather take a decision that I am going to be in a good mood. That's where it starts from. And then other things can align to favor you being in a good mood. Okay, good. So we looked at, yesterday was Tuesday. Okay, good. So we looked at our charts and the market just did a powerful move, you know, did a powerful move yesterday and it's basically consolidating and resting after that impulsive move. So I just following it, just playing along and watch it do what it's going to do. So let's see if we can identify any pattern, if we can plan for what is going to happen from here onward. Let's see what we have and we'll know where to start from based on what we have. So right now, okay, we still overall this impulsive move is still, it's still a concern. It is still a concern. Right now, this impulsive move is still in the picture, and generally, I expect the market to come around and basically inspect this road again, and just see if it missed anything before it now decides on a new direction. So I'm expecting the market to sell generally, but that could happen now or it could happen later. So let's see if that is going to happen now or if it's going to happen later. So this pattern is also another indication that a sell is apparent. This pattern is another indication that a sell is in the pipeline. So I already did the analysis and this is the trade that I'm looking at. I see this trade is there. I'm already in the trade. I'm already in the trade. So let's see if we get a confirmation. If we get further confirmation, then we can take more positions on that trade. Let's go to a lower time frame and see exactly what happened. Good. So you can see the price was ranging in this pattern for a while. Then it broke out of the pattern. Now we had a retest just a few hours ago. We had a retest of the pattern, and after the retest, we got an entry candle. This is a momentum candle to the downside, which was a confirmation of a sell happening. That was a confirmation of a sell move, of a sell direction, which aligns with what I expected to happen after that big momentum candle. So that is what we are seeing right now. We're seeing a sell. Now, as you can see, the market has not really moved much yet. It is still ranging at this time, but because we are expecting a sell, what we're looking out. I'm already in the sell, as you can see. I'm already in the sell, but I would want to leverage and take advantage of the move of the sell move, you know, by increasing my positions, by adding more positions if I get further confirmation. Now, the breakout was one confirmation, but not really a solid one. The retest and the entry signal was another confirmation, which is very solid. This retest and entry candle is a very powerful confirmation for this move. Now we're seeing the price came back into this area, into this zone, doing like a kind of a double top more or less. And after that, we saw another we saw another sell candle after that. Well, not so this is more like a tweezer top kind of candle, which is another sell indicator, which is another sell signal. So this is our third confirmation for a sell. Now the market is ranging in this zone. It's been ranging in this zone for some hours now. So we'll be looking out for a breakout of that zone. We'll be looking out for a breakout of that zone. Then we'll be seeing our final confirmation. I believe a breakout from this zone will give us our final confirmation that the market is ready. It's ready to give us what we want. It's ready to sell. Okay. All right. So this is what we have. We have something like this, like something like a descending triangle, more or less. Okay. As you can see, the market has broken into the lower side. It closed below this support line, and now we have a sell candle already forming. Let's go to a lower time frame and see what's going on. Let's see what is going on a lower time frame. Okay, so as you can see, okay, so this was a powerful support. It held the market at this point, but now it held it again at this point, and on the fourth touch, it broke it, and we have a sell candle forming up. So what we can do is to wait for this sell candle to close. So that will be our confirmation that okay, this market is ready to sell. So depending on the movement after the candle has closed, we can set a sell stop or we do an execution for entry. This is happening in the next 5 minutes. So we will be live when it happens, and when it happens, and we'll be able to take a decision. We'll be able to take an entry. Let's see what's going on the 1 minute time frame. Okay, so we had a break and then a retest. Okay, so the 1 minute time frame already gave us a retest, and with that we got an inverted long wick candle, which is a continu- which in this case, okay, so ideally that should be a reversal candle, but in this case it favors sell. In this case, it's working as a retest for us, okay, which is fine. In this case, it is working as a retest for us, which is fine as well. So we have several momentum candles following each other. This is a momentum candle, then a bigger momentum candle. I'm sure this must be a pattern. Like, look how beautiful it looks. Powerful momentum candles, one after the other. I don't know what this pattern is, but it looks so much like a pattern. It looks beautiful, but it can't be common. I guess that's why it's not. That's why I can't identify it as an existing pattern. There's no way this is. There's no way this can happen very often in the market. It looks too beautiful to happen like this every time. Okay, so on the 1 minute time frame, we are seeing evidences that the sellers are joining the market. We are seeing evidences that sellers have seen this break and they're satisfied and they keep adding orders. They keep adding orders to join the ride down. Now we have some big boys. Now we have some big boys. Now we have some big boys looking at the, yeah, now we have some big boys, you know, pushing the price up, maybe trying to liquidate some of these early buyers. Who knows? Probably we have some big boys trying to liquidate some of these early buyers. So let's see what's gonna happen with that on our 5 minutes time frame. Okay, good. So after the break, then we had a candle to confirm that break. And at this point, I'm going to take an entry. So because of the position of this, because of the kind of candle we have following the confirmation, I'm going to do a sell stop. So my sell stop will start at this point, just above that. Then my stop loss ideally should be, yeah, the original stop loss, but I'm not sure I'm going to go that far. But ideally, my stop loss should be, that's like, this is 50 pips. Okay, I can work with this. I can work with this. 50 pips is still tolerable for me. 50 pips is tolerable for me. Oh, market is running away. Okay, let's see. It's going to be an execution. It is going to be an execution and no longer just a sell stop. Because if it was a sell stop, it would have triggered by now anyway. So an execution is fine. An execution is all right. Okay, good. Execution. Let's put um, I'll put my stop loss 2023.25. Thing is, I actually don't even have a profit target. Okay, I have a profit target actually. Yeah, I have a profit target. But okay, only one of my orders have a profit target. I have three orders right now. I have three orders open for this trade. And I'm looking at stacking. I'm looking out for opportunities to stack on this trade and maximize the move, because I have a good level of confidence that this trade is going to go in our direction. Of course, the market will always do what it's going to do. So I will remain humble enough so that I can leverage whatever the market chooses to do. Because interestingly, I'm not the only one seeing what is happening right now. We have thousands, millions of other traders all over the world seeing these exact same things. And the market makers know that. The market makers know that. They know that everybody's seeing this. So I need to stay open. I need to stay open. I need to stay humble so that regardless, no matter what happens, I will be in a position to take advantage. Now there's a likelihood that this market is actually trying to go up, but they don't want to just go up like that. They want to deceive some people and make some money, before they basically get, they call it a liquidity grab. They want to grab some orders before they go in their previously decided direction. So that is why I'm not just going to go in with all my risk, with my full chest at this time. I will only do that when I see adequate confirmation that, okay, these guys have committed in a direction. I'm talking about the market makers, because gold is a very popular instrument to trade. Gold is a very popular instrument to trade. So we have a lot of money on this, in this particular instrument. A lot of money is in this particular instrument. So I need to stay aware of that. Okay, so for now, I like what I'm seeing for now. I like what I'm seeing at this time. So let's see what happens between now and tomorrow. Let's see what happens between now and tomorrow. If the price decides to come back into the zone and hit our stop loss, then it's surely going to retest. And on that retest, then I will go in for a buy more confidently. because that means that this move was just a liquidity grab, and it's actually intending to go on the upside. Or it could as well just be because it could as well still be consolidating, and I've not decided the direction yet. But no matter what the direction is, no matter what happens, I'm going to see opportunities for us to maximize and make some good money for ourselves. Gold is a very interesting instrument to trade. Very beautiful instrument to trade. Absolutely, it's a very beautiful instrument to trade. Look at this zone. Market came into the zone repeatedly, repeatedly. The zone held strong. It held so strongly, and eventually it gave us a momentum candle, and the rest was history. Imagine we've been taking the momentum candles. Actually, if we've been doing that, then this would have been a dangerous one. You know, this could have been a dangerous one. So let's even say that okay, for the sake of safety, we did not take this momentum candle because we don't know if the price will do something like this again and risk, take people's liquidity. Let's say we wait for it to actually break this upper resistance because there's a resistance there. Resisted. So let's say we wait for it to break this resistance, which happened here. But interestingly, there's another resistance here. So we can also say, okay, let's wait for it to break this resistance, which it did at this. I'm trying to okay, good, which it did at this time. Okay. First of all, it was powerful enough. It held it down. They resisted it. You can see multiple weeks resisting that. Resisted the price at this zone. But then on this one, it broke it. Broke it, and then we had growing candles. If you notice, each candle it becomes bigger as it goes. This one smaller, small, okay, yeah, big, bigger, biggest. That is a powerful indication of momentum. That tells you that momentum is in that direction. That tells you that more and more buyers are joining the market, are joining the trade in that direction. They are putting their orders. More and more orders are going into that. And more and more traders are confirming, and among those are expert traders with bigger funds. Expert traders with bigger funds are confirming that okay, this market is ready to move in this direction, and they are now putting their money. They are entering with their full chest, more or less. They are entering with their full chest. So that is another confirmation. So let's say you entered at this break, you know, and you see this growing candle, that's another confirmation. Now you saw a kind of a small pullback. Like you can do okay, pullback good based on this powerful zone that we already drew down previously. Pullback based on this powerful zone. So what we want to see, we want to see because we could assume that okay, this zone will reject the price, which it did. This zone rejected the price. The price came down after that zone. But then it came back again and broke it with anger. It broke it with anger. Like the people that came in and broke it, can you see the size? Bigger than all these ones combined, more or less. So that tells you that wow, these guys mean business. So that's another powerful signal for you to stack on your trade and increase your position. And of course, after that, such a powerful move, it has to breathe, it has to rest for a bit, which happened there. And you could also see a kind of retest. Okay, good. There was a retest. That is it. This is the retest. So we had the retest, which is another powerful signal for us. And I'm sure on a lower time frame, on the 1 minute, we would have seen a momentum candle. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. I'm sure on the 1 minute time frame, we would have seen a momentum candle after that retest. It's very important for us to analyze this and understand what happened, because that move was such a powerful move that no gold trader should be missing out on moves like that. As you must have noticed by now, such moves do not happen every day. So when they do happen, you want to be on hand to take advantage. When they do happen, you want to be in a position to take advantage. That is not the time to be sleeping. That is not the time to be doubting. That is not the time to be wondering, what's going on, what will I do? Well, no, 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 no. You must have gotten a good grasp of what you're supposed to do. You must have done your homework, done your due diligence, and understand how to read the signs before time. Absolutely, absolutely very important. Okay, good. So we're trying to identify what happened there. Let's zoom in on that. Okay, good. As I thought, I mentioned that we'll most likely will have a good. So we had a break and then a retest, a small mini retest. Then it continued up. Then we had an actual proper proper retest. Then after the retest, we got our buy candles. So after this candle, this was basically confirming the buy candle. So you can enter at this point with a sell stop or an execution, and you have been able to join that ride all the way, all the way, all the way up to the top of the tree, all the way to the top of the tree. Okay, so I think that's good enough for now. We've gotten our analysis, we've gotten our bias. Let's see what our trade is doing right now. Okay, good. Our trade is doing what it wants to do at this time. Is trying to build momentum for a direction. This is an indecision candle. And then we have both buyers and sellers in this trade. We have some people are trying to bankrupt some people. Incredible, incredible stuff. We had a lot of sellers there, sellers, and then some buyers were like, "Oh my goodness, let's take this guy's money, let's take their money." You know, we had more sellers. Okay, good. Buyers came in trying to take the monies of the sellers, but then more sellers joined the more sellers saw that as a retest, and they even joined the ride, made it even more difficult for the buyers. Similar thing happened there. The sellers were like going all in. Wow, like it's our time to shine. But there are some buyers that are still hell bent on getting the money of the sellers. That pushed it up again. Then the buyers came in with anger powerfully. It's a battle going on now. It's a real, it's a powerful, it's a very, very intense battle between the buyers and the sellers. And I would like to see who's gonna win. The whole pattern, the whole analysis, everything is pointing at the sellers winning this battle, because the sellers have the structure in their favor, the sellers have the patterns in their favor, sellers have a lot of things in their favor now. But will the buyers be able to win? Let's see. Let's see if the underdog ends up getting the pie. It's gonna be a very beautiful story, guys. That's my time for today. I'm glad to see you on today's call, and I will be even happier to see you on the call tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye bye.